Yeah, I got the game all in my hand. Ooh, yeah.
Hello, and you are now tuned in to the only universe mode that matters. I am Christian.
And I'm Jesse.
And here we are, Jesse, the post-show to your first solo-branded pay-per-view, Unforgiven. I gotta ask, man, in the post-show, we just kind of give our straight reactions. We just finished up the card ourselves. Jesse, man, let's get right into it. How did you feel about your show?
It was pretty good. Honestly, good surprise with Strong Style and the way both those teams debuting in this pay-per-view. And honestly, from the opening match up until the very end, where Brock Lesnar defeated Seth Rollins, I think it was a pretty good show.
Yeah, I wish I could put.
It wasn't horrible. I thought it was a good show.
It was a great show in my opinion. I looked at this one specifically as like a super Smackdown, and that's what I got out of it. I really like the new debuts, and I can't wait to talk about all of it. I really like the new debuts. I really like the outcome of the matches. I really like the spots that we've seen. So with that said, Jesse, let's get right into it. We kicked it off. You kicked it off, I should say, with The Way versus Strong Style?
Yeah.
Tell me more.
We saw Roderick Strong obviously cut that promo on Smackdown, pretty much saying like he wants to redeem himself based off of last season, and he wants to challenge any tag team at the pay-per-view. It's just who will have the guts to be in a team with Roderick Strong, because
to kick off the first Smackdown pay-per-view.
Yeah, because we've seen Roderick Strong obviously struggle in years past, where he broke away from Undisputed Era and tried to be his own man, and it did not work. So challenging Johnny Gargano and Austin Theory pretty much in a match where you could be going like 2-on-1. It could have been a handicap match for all we know, but Shinsuke came out with Roderick Strong, and they looked great. Strong Style got the victory and beat The Way in Johnny Gargano and Austin Theory to start off the pay-per-view.
And I love the way Strong Style looked. I mean, really, I was dumb during the match, and the styles, I have no pun intended on the name.
It worked.
But the styles that they both have, but also so the thing about tag team wrestling is if you put two similar people together, it's a little too samey, which is why most successful tag teams has a powerhouse and it has, a technician or something of the sorts. But in the case of Nakamura and Strong, it's just a combination that I would have never thought of. But playing with them in my hands, it was pretty seamless, Jesse. Yeah. And what I saw out of The Way as well, Austin Theory, a little bit more to be desired for sure, but as spoken, man, Johnny Gargano is not a man you can ever doubt.
No, never.
So I thought they could have got the job done at any second, and I really didn't want to spoil Strong Style's debut. But ultimately, End of Heartache. We also did see a new finisher debuted out of Strong Style. I don't know if we got a name for that just yet, but I was super thrilled, and I'm excited to see both teams moving forward in the tag team division.
Yeah, definitely. I was very happy with that match, to be honest. And in the second match, we had Bliss. If you want to say get an upset victory over Io Shirai, both of these girls were respective 1-0. Bliss beating Beth Phoenix, a legend, and Io Shirai beating the up-and-comer in Shotzi Blackheart, who did challenge for the SmackDown Women's Championship at Elimination Chamber. Did not go her way. But I want to see my women's division kind of like fight itself out more. And I know a lot of people would have wanted to see Io Shirai go against Charlotte Flair. That's a great match. But I want to see, I want to see what happens in the women's division, because I do have a lot of women now, and I do have Toni Storm now. So that's just another lady to be added on to the women's division that is so stacked right now. So Bliss got a big victory.
A big victory from Alexa Bliss, and honestly, I was Io Shirai for this match, and I kind of fell a little short, but Alexa Bliss was also kind of giving it everything, and she's your first, I believe, 2-0 superstar, or at least female superstar, on SmackDown, and the future is going to be very bright for her. I know what you do with these darker characters, so pun intended, it's going to get scary for the future of the women's division.
100%.
Charlotte obviously stands on top of it all.
Yeah, she's the gold standard, she's the queen, she is the champion. But Alexa Bliss and Charlotte Flair have had past matches in universe mode and in real life, so Bliss knows a lot about Charlotte Flair, but I don't think Charlotte Flair knows a lot about the new twisted Alexa Bliss. So I'm very excited to see what is next for her. And I'm very excited to see what's next for the new SmackDown Tag Team Champions, because the New Day, they got the titles once again for I don't even know how many times they've had the titles.
And it was a great match. Honestly, I didn't know if Montez Ford and Angelo Dawkins were going to ultimately be able to get the job done, and truthfully, the New Day looked pretty damn stellar the whole match. They looked like the tag team we hyped them up to be. But my question really isn't more so in the match at all. It was a wonderful match. You know, we saw the outcome that I personally desired because I was the New Day. But my big thing is, where does the New Day go from here? Honestly, we're kind of in the same boat because I have the Usos, and I'm looking at my division like they've kind of beat everybody once upon a time. New Day is the same thing. Like, we really have the two best teams on top in two separate rosters. So we got to have either people come out of the woodworks. We got to have teams either come with a new fire, teams come with a new formation, new characters, new something.
Yeah, I agree.
New Day needs something new, ironically.
Yeah, and
we'd be able to provide that.
And I do have a lot of like newer teams. Like we have the Dirty Dogs, we have Retribution, we now have Strong Style. There's tag teams on the SmackDown roster that could definitely compete with New Day. But like you said, like you got the Bloodline pretty much here, and then the roster of Raw for the tag teams is like here, I would say. And then you have New Day for SmackDown, and then you have all the other tag teams like down here. It's just a different tier of how good New Day and the Usos are. But those divisions will work itself out over time, and we will see who will be the rightful contenders for both Raw and SmackDown for the tag team.
For a lot of this, we kind of do got to play the long game a little bit because people got to get wins, people got to get losses.
That goes with every division, really.
That goes for every division, including, Jesse, you had 3 debuts all on one show. You had Dexter Lumis, Jeff Hardy, Karrion Kross in a triple threat match, and boy, did any of these people came to play because they went straight to the weaponry. Dexter Lumis is probably we've had a lot of weird people in Universe mode for sure. He might be the weirdest.
Yeah, he was very.
He didn't even care to win.
Yeah, he was very comfortable with being on the outside, getting put through tables. Like it's like he kind of like enjoyed it in a way.
Probably did. And he ended up getting pinned or submitted.
He got submitted by Kross. But I love the characters of all three of these guys, especially Karrion Kross, Dexter. Obviously, one of my favorite shows. It's just I never got to finish it, and I feel like I should have because I could have used that to maybe develop Dexter Lumis's character work. But we'll see his character develop over time. Same thing with Jeff Hardy, and my favorite probably wrestler right now, even though he's not with the company anymore, Karrion Kross. Karrion Kross submitted Dexter Lumis with the Kross jacket, and I'm very excited to see where Karrion Kross goes from here. He's 1-0.
That's my question for you. Karrion Kross, I know what you like to do with these characters. I know what you like to do with a person that kind of just even looks like him. He has the physique, he has the entrance, he has the manager.
Yes.
He has the full package for a member of SmackDown, for a member of the SmackDown roster. And I'm aware of that. That's why I was kind of avoiding drafting him because I just felt like you can do a better job. Jeff Hardy is another character that I'm interested to see where you take it because
I already know what I'm going to do with him. I'm not just going to say it.
The man broke one ladder, climbed on top of 2 other ladders, put somebody through 2 tables. I believe. Like this was his element. It was like 40 whatever years old he is. This is still his calling card, and he still has all of it in the tank to bring it every night, possibly.
Yeah, for sure. I know what's next for Hardy. I know what's next for Kross. I'm excited to see. I'm excited to see what our fans watch in the future too, because the plans I have for both of those guys.
Yeah, drop some matchups.
Pretty dope.
Drop some matchups in the comments down below. Who do you want to see Karrion Kross, Jeff Hardy, Dexter Lumis feud with? I mean, these are 3 mid-level, mid-tier talents. Sure, I can see a few of them escaping to the higher tier, but they can have some intense mid-card feuds, and you know, who knows where they can take it. Jesse, speaking of mid-card, I don't know if any of these 2 gentlemen you can ever consider mid-card. I know it's a mid-card title on paper, but the United States Championship was defended, and it was a hell of a match. We saw, I can't say it all, but we saw enough to make us want a part 3.
Yeah,
Because I am excited.
We will be seeing a part 3. The only reason is because Brock Lesnar won this match. Seth Rollins defended it last season a bunch of times, held that title for a while, and he did beat Brock Lesnar at the Elimination Chamber pay-per-view. So we will see part 3 and probably the last part between Brock Lesnar and Seth Rollins for the title.
We need a stipulation.
100%.
2, we need, in some form of capacity, a steel steps legal, because it was clear that Seth Rollins had some more intentions. I honestly had more intentions when I went to those steel steps, and I took I think I took the top step off, but then I ran right into madness in the ring with F5, some suplexes. It just didn't end well for Mr. Monday Night, even though he is on Friday night currently, Seth Rollins. But hey, that's his first L. That's his first sign of almost weakness that we've seen out of Seth Rollins so far. But also,
what a way to
Brock
go
Lesnar
out,
is
though.
your United States champion.
Yeah, it is kind of crazy to see Brock Lesnar with that title, and I know for a fact he's never had it before. I just never remember him having that United States Championship, even though like he did wrestle before I really got into wrestling. Like he was promoted as like the next big thing, and he was the King of the Ring winner, Royal Rumble winner, and became world champion. So I'm almost positive he's never been United States champion. It just sounds insane. So.
His biggest challenge to me right now is going to be Seth Rollins again. After that, I don't know who is going to be in the way of Brock Lesnar, and he might gatekeep that title into just, not even going to say, he might wipe out your whole division.
Yeah, it's possible.
And you know what?
It is possible.
I have an idea. Oh man. Okay. We will cut the camera shortly, and I will tell you that idea for maybe a future opponent for Brock Lesnar, especially if he can hang on to that title, Jesse. But I'm not gonna lie, man.
I'm not gonna wait till the next pay-per-view because I know you have the next Raw. I don't want to wait a month or longer to the pay-per-view we have after Monday Night Raw. Brock Lesnar will defend that title on the Smackdown. 100%.
That's an announcement. Second announcement. Raw has to top this show. And in 2 weeks, it will have the chance to top this show when Raw brings Backlash over to the red brand. And man, it is going to be a hell of a card. I can at least promise Edge and Riddle. And then Samoa Joe and Roman Reigns for the IC title. Obviously, Edge Riddle for the WWE Championship. Joe and Reigns for the IC Championship. I will make that 2 announcements right there because that is just, I mean, look at that top of the card already. Ridiculous. But I'm filling that card up, and it is going to be beautiful. So keep staying in tune, keep watching these Monday Night Raws because they are going to be vital watches. I will do those little previously on Universe modes before, but they're pretty vital watches. I'm not gonna lie. I put a lot of content into it. We put a lot of work into it. But Jesse, man, what a great show we had, and just because I love when people tune into the post show, I think we should do a third announcement. I don't even know if you know what I'm about to say.
No, I do not.
Can we announce the pay-per-view after my Monday Night Raw one? I know we're thinking a little bit ahead, but...
Oh, yeah. Yeah, sure. We talked about it off air. Might as well just tell it now.
Alright, well... Our next pay-per-view after Raw gets its lick back and, you know, gets us a revenge on SmackDown for having a great show.
So in 2 weeks is Backlash.
Yes.
Let's get that right. So in 2 weeks' time, it is going to be the Raw exclusive pay-per-view. Only Raw matches. It's going to be Backlash. And then after Backlash...
we will share a pay-per-view once again, Jesse. And that pay-per-view is going to be...
You want me to say it?
That was your cue. This is your show.
After Backlash, it will be Money in the Bank.
And that will be a shared pay-per-view, and both Money in the Bank matches will be shared between us. So SmackDown might do a clean sweep. Raw can do a clean sweep. Who knows? But
yeah, we'll have SmackDown contestants be in the match and Raw, both obviously men and women, Money in the Bank ladder matches like we always used to do. It's going to get real interesting because I know Money in the Bank ladder matches in this game are difficult. Let's just say
CPU's probably going to win, if you want to be real. But
possibly, yeah,
possibly. We'll be here to stop him. It's not like it hasn't happened before, right?
Yeah.
Man, but what a awesome show we got for you. We just dropped with the incredible Unforgiven card. Hopefully a card that you won't forget. But man, do we continue to have a lot more in store. Remember, guys, this is it's really just the start of the season. I mean, me and Jesse,
2 pay-per-views down. We're gonna be 3 in about 2 weeks.
We've been working our tail ends off, but man, we still got a lot more work left. And guys, keep on entertaining, keep on tuning in to all the work we got going on for you guys. So stay tuned, stay subscribed, stay entertained. With all that being said, Jesse, any final words you got before we do our closing exit out of here? How you feel about this Unforgiven show?
It was pretty good. Went the way I wanted it to. Brock Lesnar got the victory. I won the pay-per-view. New Day, my new tag team champions. Cross got a big victory. Strong Style obviously debuted with the win, and Alexa Bliss took care of business against Io Shirai. So from top to bottom, I was very satisfied with my first solo Smackdown pay-per-view. So can't go wrong with 2 title matches and Brock Lesnar being the United States champion.
I wish I have to edit all this in advance, but I wish I could put a poll somewhere, and the poll results, I should say, of what did you guys rate this pay-per-view? Was it a 5-star show, or did Jesse give us a mediocre 1-star? I will be dropping that poll if it hasn't already came out. Be sure to check those community posts. I can't put it in this video because I'm editing all these right now in advance because hopefully I'm out of the country as you guys are watching this. Maybe not, you know. But whatever the case may be, guys, thank you for always as watching. And like, comment, share, subscribe.
Ring the bells, get our new updated videos, and we will see you on
the other side of the universe.
Peace.
Yeah, I got the game all in my hand, ooh, and yeah, pop out with the drip and make a fan drool. You could risk it if you want, this ain't no fan duel. Yeah, I'm in a Benz cool, yeah, stepping for the breeze.